Heartbreak abroad. Tonight on Our News.
Condolences continue to pour in after teen dies in Panama while attending a robotics competition. I'm Delvado Emmanuel, and that story just ahead.
Plus, new disclosures show Brian Brown leading the money race in Golden Isles, reporting nearly $3 million in net worth. Also, they've spent days on edge, and now a Cat Island couple finally heading home, unsure of what they'll find when they get there. Our cameras caught up with them before they boarded the mail boat back. Then in Our News at 7:30.
Days after Hurricane Melissa battered those southern islands, family members are sending relief supplies home. I'm Berthany McDermott. We'll bring you those details in Our News tonight.
Our News live at 7 starts right now. Welcome to Our News live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. A heartbreaking loss for a Bahamian family and an entire school community tonight as condolences continue to pour in for 16-year-old Madeline Thompson. The St. Augustine's College student died in Panama after allegedly falling from the 27th floor of a hotel. The teen attending an international robotics competition. Our Delvado Emmanuel has been following this. He picks up the story from here.
A school trip to Panama ended in tragedy after the shocking death of Madeline Thompson, the young Bahamian girl who died in the Central American country after allegedly falling from a hotel balcony, according to Panamanian news outlet. Those who knew the teen taking to social media to express their grief. On Facebook, this person who identified herself as the 16-year-old's cousin said Madeline was smart and beautiful. The high school student was reportedly sharing a room with two classmates while attending the first Global Robotic Challenge, an international competition for secondary school students. In a statement, St. Augustine's College said her tragic death was a devastating loss for the school family. The institution says its delegation to Panama included a parent, a chaperone, the principal, and members of faculty. According to Panamanian news outlets El Siglo, the incident occurred around 6:05 a.m. on Friday when the teenager fell from the 27th floor to the 12th, landing in the hotel's social area where the pool is located. Yesterday, Prime Minister Philip Davis and his wife Anne also expressed condolences, describing Madeline as a bright and compassionate young woman who embodied faith and service. St. Joseph's Parish also releasing a statement on Facebook, saying Madeline had just celebrated her birthday on September 26th. They also said she was a cherished member of the parish family who served at their soup kitchen every Saturday. During Sunday's church service, St. Joseph's preach called her loss a tragedy.
Our hearts are very heavy with the tragic death of one of our 17-year-old member, Madeline Thompson. I was able to pray with her mother on Saturday in Panama, Shanique, and so we offer the Mass today for the family.
Authorities in Panama have launched an investigation surrounding her death. The school too says they are also in communications with authorities. Reporting for Our News, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
All right, thanks so much for that, Delvado. The church where Archbishop Drexel Gomez was first introduced to the Anglican faith, the scene of a solemn memorial service on Monday evening. St. Agnes Anglican Church in Grantstown was filled with family, friends, and fellow Anglicans who gathered to remember a man who many describe as one of the most influential religious figures in the Caribbean and a towering voice of the Anglican Church. Gomez died on October 14th after a long battle with stomach cancer. He was 88 years old. At his memorial service last night, religious leaders across the country paid tribute to the beloved clergyman.
He stood tall, not just in human stature, but in his conviction, in his voice of wisdom, in the times of uncertainty, the voice of reason that we needed in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and the wider Caribbean diaspora as a whole.
In so many ways, he set the standard high, and he kept it high. Thus, he served the church, our nation, our region, and beyond with the greatest distinction.
Those words from Roman Catholic Archdiocese Archbishop Patrick Pinder and Bahamas Christian Council President Apostle Delton Fernanda. Now, throughout his career in the Anglican Communion, Gomez was also one of the most outspoken voices of the church, taking controversial positions on local and global issues. In 2003, Gomez was at the center of a global controversy is a leading opponent of the ordination of an openly gay Bishop Gene Robinson in the United States state of New Hampshire. Canon Basil Tyne says throughout his life he was a hard worker.
Bishop loved work. He was not afraid to get up and do what needed to be done, even to the very end. And that kind of determination should really inspire us as a diocese to get up and to do. Because if he could do it until he was 88 years old, my God, we ought to be inspired to do exactly the same.
All right, now RTV will continue to cover the events, including the state funeral for Gomez, scheduled for Thursday beginning at 11 a.m. at Christ Church Cathedral. Financial disclosures. Gazetted in the Tribune newspaper puts Brian Brown as the wealthiest contender in the upcoming Golden Isles by-election. Brown's declared assets exceed $2.6 million, an annual income of $139,000, and liabilities of $235,000, giving him a net worth of $2.9 million. Brown was followed by Progressive Liberal Party candidate Darren Pickstock, who filed jointly with his wife, Sapna Chatlani. He reported that $1.72 million was total assets, $430,000 combined annual income, and $25,000 in liabilities, bringing his net worth to $1.29 million. Independent candidate Karen Butler declared $477,000 in assets, $54,000 in income, and $160,000 in liabilities, resulting in a net worth of just over $531,000. Rounding off the candidates was the Coalition of Independents. That candidate, Brian Roll, with a report at $602,000 in total assets, his income listed as $37,000 and no liabilities. All right, a Cat Island couple faced uncertainty this morning as they headed back to their island nearly a week after Hurricane Melissa impacted the southern Bahamas. The couple telling us that the time they've been here has been stressful as they worry about what they'll meet when they return home. Berthany McDermott has the story.
Days after Hurricane Melissa battled southern islands, one elderly couple fears a dreadful reality awaits them. Alex Farrington and his wife Janet came to New Providence from Cat Island for a vacation ahead of Melissa's arrival. Following the passing of the storm, they've yet to get an update about the condition of their home.
That's a big problem right there. We didn't know because right now in Cat Island now, in the north, it's all flooded. So I don't know if my house flooded.
So you don't know what you're going
I don't know what I'm going home to.
We met the couple at Potter's Key Dock preparing to catch the mailboat home. With one stop in Exuma, it's expected to be around a 20-hour journey.
I know the home is spared, but we're looking at water damage now. Water damage, so we don't know what we're going home to.
And you haven't been able to get anyone to go home?
No, that's the problem right there. Communication was a big breakdown.
Islands like Long Island took a direct impact from Hurricane Melissa. Other islands like Cat Island, Inago, Crooked Island, and Auckland were badly damaged by the storm. Reports from those islands detail severe flooding in most areas. If their home was damaged, Farrington says he's hopeful he'll be able to fix the damage.
I mean, it ain't no problem because I was a carpenter by trade. So by being a carpenter by trade, just finding materials from Nassau to Cat Island that might be the problem.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Berthany McDermott.
And of course, we've got more out of Jamaica as the relief and recovery effort continues in Jamaica. That's coming up in our news, World News segment. But before we get to that, it's time now for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson, he is in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yes, Kendino, and a happy Tuesday evening, everybody. Nice evening setting up, even though we have a lot of clouds out there. Temperatures are comfortable, 76 degrees. Still have a bit of a breeze out here. Northeast winds at 16 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is a comfortable and cool 78. Temperatures right now around the Family of Islands. We are cool 73 in Freeport, 76 in Marsh Harbour, Abaco, Governors Harbour, Eleuthera, here in the capital, also in Great Harbour Key. 75, Nicholstown, Andros, over in Alistown, Bimini. You guys are 78. Central Bahamas, 76 in Kemps Bay. We pick up 78s, Black Point, Exuma, Georgetown, the Exumas as well, Cuban Towns in Salvador, as well as in Port Nelson, that's in Rum Key. Arthurstown, Cat Island, 77, 80 degrees, in Deadman's Key. Southeast Bahamas 79, Delectable Bay, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Abrahams Bay. We pick up 81 in Duncantown, Ragged Island, Matthewtown, Inagua. 80, and our good neighbors to the southeast, Turks and Caicos Islands. Your temperature right now is a cool 82 degrees. Satellite radar composite, frontal boundary now across the central Bahamas. Just some ragged clouds associated with that front. A couple of small showers, mostly near the Ragged Island chain. But a lot of this high-level clouds moving out of the southwest Caribbean, that's associated with a tropical wave that has some thunderstorms associated with it that will continue to track towards the west. But we'll keep the cloudy conditions across the most of the island chain for the night and into tomorrow as that cloud mass remains in place. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Coming up in sports, March is still months away, but the madness is beginning already. Bahamian Hoopers put up some big numbers on opening night.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the Our News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
My name is Trevi Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to do the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent on the services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support, engineering support, helping clients working remotely when I'm from home. The internet is a very important aspect of my job and my life. My name is Trey Williams, and the future is home with a live fiber.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, Zai, let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business. Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with Alive Business Bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with Bulk SMS messaging from Alive Business. The right choice.
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's Sean Martinut. Let's do show. So opening night was fun. Like all Bahamians, Danica Lightbourne looks ready to thrive in Miami. Donnie Freeman looks draft ready, and AJ Storr may have found a home in the SIP. Lightbourne's debut for the Florida International Panthers showed the dynamic scoring most expected coming out of her record-setting high school career. She had 21 points and 8 boards to lead FIU in a loss to South Florida. Over in the SEC, AJ Storr made an instant impact for Ole Miss, filling up the stat sheet with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in a win over Southeastern Louisiana. Another player who looks improved in new surroundings, Roma Adine was solid on both ends of the floor in his first game with Tulsa. He finished with 9 points and 9 rebounds in a win over Oklahoma Christian. Freeman showed why he's one of the ACC's top young prospects, scoring 20 points, pulling down 6 boards, and adding 2 blocks to lead Syracuse in a win over Binghamton.
It looked bleak for the Lakers, right? Short-handed, none of the All-Stars, second night of a back-to-back, but they do have DeAndre Ayton, and sometimes that's enough. Ayton finished with a season-high 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. The Lakers won 123-115 over the Portland Trail Blazers last night.
More than 40 young sailors took part in the 12th annual Cecil G. Cook Memorial Junior Regatta, and despite weather challenges, they put on a show. Long Island's Drake Knowles of the Mac Knowles Junior Sailing Club dominated the Optimist Championship fleet, claiming 5 first-place finishes to take the overall title. Grand Bahamas' Chase Thompson finished second, while Edward Knowles rounded out the top 3. In the laser class, Eliza Denning made history, becoming the first female ever to win the division. That'll do it for our sports. Stay tuned to our news at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as at least 32 dead, homes and schools wrecked, and the death toll could rise across hurricane-ravaged Jamaica. Plus, Dick Cheney, dead at 84. The former U.S. Vice President and Iraq war advocate passes away, survived by his wife and 2 daughters. And the U.S. might be forced to shut down some airspace next week, the latest from the Department of Transportation, when our news returns.
Hey, what's the Charlie Bahamas show this week when we're here at the Bahama Culinary and Arts Festival, and look who we have. Honorary Bahamian, Emmy-winning Carla Hall.
Hey, y'all.
So come on, Charlie Bahama this week.
I got Sandy's hands here now. You know, serious things up.
Ah, no. Yeah, man.
Uh-oh, watch out. Catch the Charlie Bahama new season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
Candino Notes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the Our News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Ting's Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations excluding the airport and food truck.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Kansas is the great house to play, even down to the staff is perfect. You're going to marvel.
Each week, we go into the heart of our second city and talk to the people helping to shape this community.
This is what makes me
happy to come to work every day to know that I'm helping someone.
These are the faces of the Grand Bahama Port Authority helping to maintain infrastructure, grow the economy, and bring a better quality of life.
Our mission statement is to better the life.
Because I have to be a part of Grand Bahama.
Join me at Talia Hall every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Our News as we share these inspiring stories of Freeport. Stay with the team you already trust.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. At least 32 people are dead in Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa slammed the island last week as a Category 5 storm. Government reporting devastating damage and warning that the death toll could rise in the coming days. Information Minister Dana Morris-Dixon saying authorities are still verifying several additional cases, while damage to schools across the country described as significant. Morris adding the storm's impact was widespread, affecting communities right across Jamaica. And amid the ruin, Jamaican resident Pamela Foster stood before what she says was once her home, the roof gone, windows and doors torn away, only wet mattresses remaining with her family.
The place was so devastated. I don't know. I was looking for it, but I don't know. I just couldn't manage. I just couldn't manage the situation. Even though I see it, been through it, but the managing direct part wasn't that good.
I'm just saying, if we had stayed, we'd have died.
Former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney has died at age 84. His family saying he passed Monday due to complications from pneumonia and heart disease. Cheney served as one of the most powerful and polarizing vice presidents in U.S. history, helping lead the invasion of Iraq and shaping policy on terrorism, energy, and national security under President George W. Bush. A survivor of multiple heart attacks and a heart transplant, Cheney was known for his secrecy, hardliner views, and forceful role in the Bush administration. President Bush called him a decent and honorable man and said his death is a loss to the nation. Cheney is survived by his wife and 2 daughters. The U.S. Department of Transportation warned mass flight delays and cancellations if the government shutdown continues into next week. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy saying parts of the national airspace may be forced to close due to staff shortages. Nearly half of all major air traffic control facilities are understaffed. 13,000 controllers working without pay. Many in the New York area have called out. Duffy said air traffic controllers need support and paychecks to keep the skies safe. He promised delays and cancellations will occur rather than risk safety. He warned lawmakers, quote, "If you bring us to a week from today, you will see mass chaos." Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was November 4th. Then in our news at 7:30, Grand Bahama communities feeling the effects of a tourist influx. Some see opportunities, others still waiting for the boost to arrive. But first,
days after Hurricane Melissa battered those southern islands, family members are sending relief supplies home. I'm Berthany McDermott. We'll bring you those details in our news tonight.
It's all coming up when our news returns.
Hey, what's the Charlie Bahamas show this week when we're here at the Bahama Culinary and Arts Festival, and look who we have. Honorary Bahamian, Emmy-winning Carla Hall.
Hey, y'all.
So come on, Charlie Bahama this week.
I got Sandy's hands here now. You know, serious things up.
No. Yeah, man.
Watch out. Catch the Charlie Bahama new season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
My name is Trevi Williams. I've been a Live Fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent on the services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support, engineering support, helping clients working remotely when I'm from home. The internet is a very important aspect of my job and my life. My name is Trey Williams, and the future is home with a live fiber.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the live fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business. Bulk up your business and communication with parents.
On this day in Bahamian history, on the 4th of November 1861, by royal order, Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom declared Christ Church on New Providence a cathedral, making Nassau a city. The city was named in honor of William III, King of Great Britain from 1689 to 1702. Also known as William of Orange-Nassau, he was a Dutch prince born in the Netherlands on the 4th of November 1650. Then, in 1889, St. Francis School became the first Catholic school to open in the Bahamas. Established by the Sisters of Charity from the convent of Mount St. Vincent on Hudson in New York, the school opened with 15 students on the church's grounds on West Street in New Providence. Fast forward to 2020, Bahamar announced its phased reopening. The multi-million-dollar resort development closed in March of that year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The phased reopening date was announced as December 17th, and Bahamar President Graham Davis said at the time the resort would bring back 1,500 associates for the first phase of its reopening. Then, in 2021, then Housing and Transport Minister JoBeth Colby Davis revealed in Parliament that the government was spending just over $820,000 annually to lease the town centre mall to house the General Post Office. In October 2018, Parliament passed a resolution for the government to enter into a lease agreement with the landlords of the mall for the relocation of the post office. The mall is owned by former St. Anne's MP Brent Simonet and his brother. Simonet resigned from cabinet in 2019 for reasons he said were unconnected to the matter.
All right, to watch that historical recap again and for all of today's top stories, visit ournews.bs. That's going to do it for us in News at 7. Up now, Natalia Hall. She's got the latest headlines. Natalia?
Busy day, Ken.
I know. Lots going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Lots going on. And of course, Archbishop Drexel Gomez, we're looking towards his state-recognized funeral coming up on Thursday. So certainly our hearts and thoughts are with the Gomez family this week.
Our condolences from the entire team. Thanks so much for that, Ken. And don't forget, stay locked into our news every week from now until December for your shot at driving away in a brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta is the ultimate giveaway, brought to you by Our News, Alive, and Auto Mall. We've got some extra prizes courtesy of Auto Mall and Alive, so you'll have even more chances to win with fun trivia and giveaways on our digital platforms. To learn more, head over to ournews.bs to learn how you can win. Good luck. Here are your latest headlines.
First tonight on our news at 7:30, as southern residents rebuild after Hurricane Melissa, Bahamians are stepping up in a big way, loading boats with essential supplies headed to the islands. Our Bertie McDermott has the story. Also, a former police officer is headed to prison, sentenced for abusing his badge to solicit sex while on duty. Plus, with the 2026 general elections getting closer, officials in Grand Bahama ramp up registration and verification, aiming to keep the voter list updated and secure. And later, tonight in Part 3, we look at how retailers, resorts, and long-standing local businesses feel about Celebration Key's impact so far. The story when our news at 7:30 returns.
Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with a live business bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from a live business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
Hey, watch the Charlie Bahamas show this week when we're here at the Bahama Culinary and Arts Festival, and look who we have. Honorary Bahamian, Emmy-winning Carla Hall.
Hey, y'all.
So come on, Charlie Bahama this week.
I got Sandy's hands here now. You know, serious things up.
Ah, no. Yeah, man.
Watch out. Catch the Charlie Bahama new season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
Candino Notes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the Our News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals.
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. Well, topping news tonight as residents in the Southern Islands hard hit by Hurricane Melissa recover from the storm. Many are stepping up to assist, shipping much needed goods to those communities. As our Bertie McDermott tells us in this report, building supplies like wood and cement and food items were all dropped off to be loaded onto several mailboats.
Good Samaritans and family islanders descending on Potter's Key Dock this morning, sending supplies to the central and southern islands impacted by Hurricane Melissa. Islands like Long Island took a direct impact from Melissa, but other islands like Cat Island, Inagua, Crooked Island, and Auckland were badly damaged by the storm. Reports from those islands details rare flooding in most areas. Nassau native Dion Gadet has a second home in Crooked Island. He says the roof of the home was destroyed.
I had to send down some lumber. I was trying to send some fuel down because fuel is a challenge on the island, but the boats don't take fuel. But basically lumber, building supplies, because like I said, it took a pretty good hit.
As we walked around the bustling area, we eventually saw a long line of cars waiting to get to the mailboats. The Mia Dean is one of the vessels heading to Long Island. Jayad Burrows tells us in the spirit of resiliency, she's seen Long Islanders coming to support.
And in being resilient, they have responded, and families here have made sure that families there are receiving whatever it is they need, whether it's directly related to storm supplies or if it's just what they receive on a regular basis.
Ro-Ro company shippings goes to Crooked Island, Auckland, San Salvador, and Rumkey. Operations manager Mark Stubbs telling us things were moving a little slow Tuesday morning.
For us, San Salvador is quite busy, but for Crooked Island and Auckland, it's relatively slow compared to a lot of previous weeks. We were hoping that because of the hurricane, we had a pickup on business, but it doesn't seem like anything's happened now. This morning is slow, but normally on Tuesday we get busy after 12 o'clock.
Reporting for our news, I'm Berthany McDermott.
All right, thanks so much for that, Berthany. Meanwhile, schools are starting to reopen across the islands after Hurricane Melissa. The Ministry of Education says classes will resume tomorrow, Wednesday, November 5th, for Inagua All-Age, Meguana Comprehensive, Salina Point Primary, Rumkey All-Age, A. Loftus Roker High, Snug Corner Primary, Lovely Bay Primary, and all schools on Long Island. On Thursday, November 6th, United Estates Primary, San Salvador High, Admiral Ferguson High, and Ulrich Ferguson Primary will welcome students back. The ministry thanking staff, students, and families for their patience as schools safely reopen. Switching gears now, a former policeman has been sentenced to 4 years in prison and 2 years probation for abusing his badge to solicit sex from a woman while on duty. 29-year-old Shaquille Williamson will be sent back to prison for 1 year if he's convicted of another offense while on probation. Williamson, who was fired from the police force after his conviction on June 4, 2025, showed no reaction as Justice Renee McKay delivered her sentencing decision. Williamson was convicted of attempted procuration in relation to the events of July 5, 2023. Around 2 a.m. on the day in question, Williamson was on patrol alone when he met a woman and a man having sex on the hood of a car on Yamakra Beach. After ordering the couple to get dressed, Williamson ran name checks on both of them, which came back clear. However, Williamson lied and told the woman that she had an outstanding warrant. That's when he allegedly told the woman she could avoid arrest if she had sex with him. The woman made a frantic call to the police control room while Williamson was talking to her boyfriend. Police units rushed to the scene and Williamson was disarmed and arrested. With the 2026 general elections approaching, Parliamentary Registration Department officials in Grand Bahama are ramping up efforts to get residents across the island registered. Registration and verification stations are open now Monday through Friday until further notice. The department is hosting town hall meetings in communities island-wide to process voter registration, verification, biometric voter cards, transfers, and replacements. Officials say the goal is to keep the voter register as accurate and updated as possible. The first meeting was held on Monday night at St. Matthew's Baptist Church Hall in Pelican Point, East End. Tonight's sessions are underway at St. Mary Magdalene Parish Hall in West End and at the 8 Mile Rock High School in Martintown, 8 Mile Rock. Tomorrow, another meeting takes place at 6:30 p.m. at the Bishop Michael Eldon School Auditorium on Anita Doherty Drive. Project manager of the Electoral Management System, Lucretia Dean Roll, says the new biometric voter card has visible and invisible security features.
The information will be secured in a cloud offshore, and the safety of it is very strong. We have the highest level of security internationally. We meet the highest ISO standard, that's the International Standards Organization standard. We are in compliance with the National Data Protection Policy and also international, as the Bahamas is signed on to international data protection. So we are in compliance. We have also, with regards to the amendment that took place early this year in August, that a bill was passed to amend the Parliamentary Elections Act to include the biometrics and the data security, all of that, so we are in compliance.
She adds the card will store a voter's identity, fingerprint, and a background facial image, information that only parliamentary registration officials can access. Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson outlined where residents can register: the Wynn Building, downtown Freeport, the department's office at the Obadiah Wilchcombe Complex in 8 Mile Rock. Several satellite offices are also open across Grand Bahama. And Thompson says with the new system, voters can update their information or correct discrepancies in real time.
A biometric card that is coming will have a QR code on it, on the back of it, and that card will be swiped at the e-poll book on election day that allows you entry into the polling division so that you can vote. We will not be able to see how you vote because the voting is not electronic, but we will be able to see that only you voted for you. You did not go to another island and vote. You did not go to another constituency and vote. So it records that in real time.
The Church of God, Hawksbill, Eleuthera Drive from 5 to 8 p.m. The Pro Cathedral of Christ the King from 5 to 8 p.m. The Church of Christ Apostolic, Pioneers Loop from 5 to 8 p.m. And Mary Magdalene Anglican Church in West End from 5 to 8 p.m. Additionally, we have a mobile team that goes to East Grand Bahama every Saturday to register, to verify, and to transfer voters in the East Grand Bahama area. The final step is optional. If the voter chooses, and only if they agree, their biometric data, already held securely within the passport system, can be transferred to the voter register.
All right, very informative. Well, tonight we continue our special series examining the real impact of Carnival Celebration Key on Grand Bahama's economy. In parts 1 and 2, I heard from business owners who have gained new opportunities and others who say they're still waiting for the economic boost to reach their community. In part 3, I take a look at how retail stores, resorts, and long-standing local businesses are feeling the effects.
3 months after Celebration Key opened its doors, the economic impact continues to look different depending on where you stand. For some businesses, Carnival's largest investment in the Bahamas has created new partnerships. At Bethel's Books and Stationers in Freeport, Assistant Manager Kathy Mills says partnering with a corporation as large as Carnival has been encouraging.
We did a lot of brochures and what have you, and it was quite a few. We worked several hours over time doing it. Staff was committed and they stayed back and we pushed through.
At Paradise Cove Beach Resort, located further away from the cruise port, they tell another story. President Barry Smith says he hasn't seen the flow of tourists he expected from Celebration Key.
I do have hope that it is going to change. As I said, with the brand new Celebration Key, I think a lot of people are just enthused to go there and they're going to stay there and experience it. But hopefully after the initial excitement wears off in several months, as the customers start to return, they will now start to venture out from Celebration Key to the other parts of the island that they were venturing before or that they want to see now.
But despite the slow start for business, he believes local businesses can still find a way to move forward in a positive way together.
We can collectively come together and try to get businesses where we advertise ahead of time so that when people are coming, that they know they're coming to Grand Bahama and that there are more opportunities here than just Celebration Key. And we want to offer things that Celebration Key can't offer in the way of island experience.
But over at Kelly's Freeport, that's been a part of Grand Bahama's community for 60 years, General Manager John Doherty says they've seen a clear boost in sales since partnering with Carnival.
And brought in some of their initial supplies to get them started. And a lot of the local contractors have been working in concert with them. Contractors that have been long-standing with ourselves, that we've seen them increase their business because of that project. So absolutely the trickle-down effect has been beneficial for us.
And he believes recent months signal that the island's economy is finally showing signs of movement.
And I think that's attributed to Carnival and also just a lot of businesses and people investing more back at home.
All right, and we'll have part 4 in tomorrow's newscast. Well, nice weather on this Tuesday. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Italian. A happy Tuesday evening, everybody. Another nice evening setting up on the outside. Partly cloudy conditions, temperatures in the mid-70s. 76 degrees is what it feels like actually what it is on the outside. Northeast winds at 60 miles per hour, factoring in the relative humidity. It feels like a comfortable 78 degrees. Satellite and radar composite. Weakening frontal boundary now pushing into the southeast Bahamas, just across the Acklins and Crooked Island and the Ragged Island chain. A couple of small showers associated with that, hanging out near the Ragged Island area. A lot of high clouds coming out of the southwest Caribbean associated with a tropical wave that's moving towards the west. Some thunderstorm activity associated with that. We will continue to see those clouds hanging around for at least another 24 hours before things start to clear out some. And that frontal boundary will hang out near the southeast Bahamas over the next couple of days. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come in our news, the highest governing body of the Anglican Church gathering, discussing leadership ministry and the church's future. Also, UB North gearing up for its 2025 homecoming at its new downtown Freeport campus since Dorian forced a move. And that's all coming up when our news returns.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the Our News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
Hey, what's the Charlie Bahamas show this week when we're here at the Bahamas Culinary and Arts Festival, and look who we have. Honorary Bahamian, Emmy-winning Carla Hall.
Hey, y'all.
So come on, Charlie Bahama this week.
I got Sandy's hands here now. You know, serious things happen.
Ah, no. Yeah, man.
Uh-oh, watch out. Catch the Charlie Bahama new season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
My name is Trevor Williams. I've been a live fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent on the services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once
The Anglican community in the region is headed to the Bahamas. The 42nd Triennial Synod of the Church in the province of the West Indies will be held in Nassau November 8th through the 13th, bringing bishops, clergy, youth representatives, and lay leaders from across 8 dioceses in the Caribbean. It's the first time in more than 24 years the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Diocese is hosting the event. Anglican Bishop Leach Boy.
This is a tremendous occasion for the Anglican family in the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. We are delighted to welcome our province for its triennial meeting. We will be fellowshipping together, we will worship together daily, and we will meet in our business sessions to hear reports from the various committees and commissions of the province, but also to discuss ministry in the province and to strategize for the way forward as a church.
This year's synod comes as the province remains without an archbishop after Archbishop Howard Gregory retired last December. Archdeacon Dwight Roll, who chairs the planning committee, says the synod will focus on strengthening ministry, youth engagement, and family support as churches across the region face declining attendance, particularly among young people.
The whole issue of youth and family are some major concerns for the synod itself. And so we would be focusing on youth, we'll be focusing on the family. Here in the diocese, we've been running a theme for the past year, Family Matters. And it is our hope to continue to focus on the family into next year, because we realize, the challenges that we face as family and the challenges that is faced amongst our young people across the board. And so these issues and those mentioned are concerned for us.
Coming up in sports, the Stars were out on opening night of college hoops. Some players look real comfortable in the new unis. The top youth Sailors took to Montague once again, and we get a definitive answer on whether DeAndre Ayton can lead the Lakers with the All-Star sideline. Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the Our News social media pages, and of course, Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
Hey, watch the Charlie Bahamas show this week when we're here at the Bahamas Culinary and Arts Festival, and look who we have. Honorary Bahamian, Emmy-winning Carla Hall.
Hey, y'all.
So come on, Charlie Bahama this week.
I got Sandy's hands here now. You know, serious things up.
No. Yeah, man.
Watch out.
Catch the Charlie Bahama new season every Friday, 8 p.m. on Cable Bahamas Channel 212.
My name is Trey Williams. I've been a live fiber customer since March 2024. The installation process was seamless, effortless, and extremely fast. The gentlemen that came to the installation were very helpful, reliable, very knowledgeable, and the time allocated to do the installation was shorter than the time specified. Yeah, the previous provider I had, I noticed that the internet speed actually had intermittent on the services, so I was very grateful that the live fiber was available in my area. Once I was able to make the switch, my service and everything I needed was satisfied. My favorite feature would actually be being able to add any apps from the Play Store. It's just basically making any dumb TV a smart TV. I do a lot of back-end support.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. So opening night was fun. Like all Bahamians, Danica Lightbourne looks ready to thrive in Miami. Donnie Freeman looks draft ready, and AJ Storr may have found a home in the SIP. Lightbourne's debut for the Florida International Panthers showed the dynamic scoring most expected coming out of her record-setting high school career. She had 21 points and 8 boards to lead FIU in a loss to South Florida. Breema Collins did not play, so we still await her debut with the Panthers. Over in the SEC, AJ Storr made an instant impact for Ole Miss, filling up the stat sheet with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in a win over Southeastern Louisiana.
Shots were falling tonight. Definitely been repping my threes during the offseason and stuff like that. I'm glad to see him fall. On to the next game.
Another player who looks improved in new surroundings, Roma Adine was solid on both ends of the floor in his first game with Tulsa. He finished with 9 points and 9 rebounds in a win over Oklahoma Christian. Freeman showed why he's one of the ACC's top young prospects, scoring 20 points, pulling down 6 boards, and adding 2 blocks to lead Syracuse in a win over Binghamton.
It looked bleak for the Lakers, right? Short-handed, none of the All-Stars, second night of a back-to-back, but they do have DeAndre Ayton, and sometimes that's enough. DeAndre Ayton dominated his former team en route to another win for the short-handed Los Angeles Lakers. Ayton finished with a season-high 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. The Lakers won 123-115 over the Portland Trail Blazers last night. It was Ayton's third double-double of the season. The Lakers won their 4th straight and improved to 6-2.
Started in training camp, really just going as hard as we can, and JJ not giving the crap who's out there. He wants to play Laker basketball, man. Just being coachable and doing what we're told. JJ's been in this game for a while, and he's won this game for a while. So I think anything he says, we can trust it in.
More than 40 young sailors took part in the 12th annual Cecil G. Cook Memorial Junior Regatta, and despite weather challenges, they put on a show. Long Island's Drake Knowles of the Mac Knowles Junior Sailing Club dominated the Optimist Championship fleet, claiming 5 first-place finishes to take the overall title. Grand Bahamas' Chase Thompson finished second, while Edward Knowles rounded out the top 3. In the laser class, Eliza Denning made history, becoming the first female ever to win the division. Di Major of the Exuma Sailing Club topped the Sunfish class, and Simon Escruceria from Lifer Key claimed the Optimist Green Fleet title. The 2-day event honored the late Cook, who alongside Sir Druid Knowles won the Bahamas' first ever Olympic gold medal in 1964. That'll do it for our sports. This is 10YS. You think they're ready to go on the DeAndre Ayton apology tour? Because it starts today.
Is Junkin ready to get on the same page with government?
That's way above my pay grade. Back to the studio.
When our news comes back from the break, UB North gearing up for its 2025 homecoming at its new downtown Freeport campus. And that's all coming up when our news returns. Stay with us.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business. Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with Alive Business Bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from Alive Business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
Hey, what's the Charlie Bahamas show this week when we're here at the Bahamas Culinary and Arts Festival, and look who we have. Honorary Bahamian, Emmy-winning Carla Hall.
Hey, y'all.
So come on, Charlie Bahamas this week.
I got
This is our news. Welcome back. Not a whole lot going on across our neck of the woods. We do have a weak frontal boundary across the southeast Bahamas. Just a couple of isolated showers associated with that, mainly near the Ragged Island chain. That front will continue to side towards the south and continue to further weaken. Should park itself near the southeast Bahamas. A lot of high-level cloud coming out of the southwest Caribbean across the northwest and portions of the central Bahamas will keep us with some cloudy conditions through at least the night and into tomorrow before things start to cloud. High pressures that building behind that front, that's going to continue to keep us a little bit on the breezy side for the next couple of days before things start to taper off, and then we see another cold front expected to get nearby early next week. That one will usher in a nice change and also some breezy conditions during that time frame. The tropics, quiet. We have a couple of tropical waves moving across the tropical belt, not showing any organization at this time. We are winding down the official 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, and things are quiet. We expect things to remain quiet for the next 7 days. Future forecast showing the moisture associated with that boundary near the southeast and central Bahamas. That will continue to wane, as I mentioned. Most of the activity will stay out there in the open Atlantic. Those high-level clouds will continue through our area tomorrow, and as I mentioned, might likely hang around through Thursday. Some of that moisture could be backing up during that time frame as well. Boating conditions for the northwest Bahamas tonight to tomorrow. Caution flag in effect. We asking you boaters to not to get into the Atlantic. Still a little rough out there. Northeast to east winds at 50 knots. They will be gusting high at times. Seas running 3 to 5 feet, but building up to 7 feet along Atlantic exposures. Tide is presently high. Will be low at 34 minutes past midnight. The next high tide will be at 6:57 tomorrow. Central and southeastern islands, caution flag for you guys down there as well, but stiffer winds, northeast to east, 15 to 20 knots, gusting high at times. Seas will be running 4 to 7 feet up to possibly 8 feet in northeasterly swells in the Atlantic exposures. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, this is how things will be shaping up over the next couple of days. We will continue to keep things rather quiet through tomorrow, introduce some more moisture in the forecast Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Temperatures will stay rather comfortable, 80 degrees through 85. Nighttime temperatures will be 70 through the mid-70s. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg. Well, officials from the University of the Bahamas Northern Campus are gearing up for its 2025 homecoming, the first in its new downtown Freeport location, a move made after the original campus was destroyed by Hurricane Dorian. This year's theme, Home is Where the Spirit Is, and celebrations run through November 6th through the 9th. Assistant Director of Campus Life Donovan Bowe says the schedule is packed with events, while UB graduate Wentworth Donaldson, also known as DJ Future, will be among those providing entertainment.
We have an exciting lineup of activities beginning with a Blue Blitz on Thursday, November 6, 2025, as well as a homecoming motorcade and finale. And then November 7th, an alumni pub crawl. And on Saturday, November 8th, our infamous block party and DJ showcase at 8 p.m. And on Sunday, November 9th, we conclude with a gospel brunch at 2 p.m.
We want to encourage everyone to come out to the pub crawl, where they'll be ending the night at Chances Lounge, where I'll be the DJ for that event. We want to encourage all of the students, all of the alumni members, and the general public to take advantage of this opportunity to, reconnect, network, and also have a great time.
Administrative Assistant of Student Services Michelle Prince shared the importance of hosting the event, while Campus Life leader Quenisha Newman explains what attendees can look forward to throughout the 4-day celebration.
The importance of homecoming, I think, brings about a lot of camaraderie between our former alums from COB, UB, and then our current students here. We want the community to really engage with us, especially now that we are in our permanent space here at the downtown campus, and we are still expanding the campus in the next phase.
They could obviously expect live entertainment. We had a lot of DJs the last time. We had several food and beverage vendors. There was a lot of activities to do. We had persons on stage dancing. There was a lot of things to do. We had our mascot out there.
All right, sounds exciting. Hopefully I can make it home this weekend to go and check it out. With that, we thank you so much for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.
Candino Notes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the Our News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.